And welcome back. We have Jen Moffitt here with us today, or I should say with me today, from the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. You're the Nebraska chair. Jen, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
So yesterday was kind of a big day. So tell us a little bit about what happened.
So yesterday, we were invited to the Capitol to attend a proclamation signing ceremony with the Lieutenant Governor, and Governor Ricketts signed a proclamation that making September Suicide Prevention Month in Nebraska. And he's done that for the last several years. So we're just glad for their ongoing support and raising awareness for the cause.
Absolutely. So tell us a little bit about what you do. You know, I know this is national, but for Nebraska, kind of what is your focus? What is your mission here in Nebraska?
Yeah. So our mission as an organization is to save lives and bring hope to those affected by suicide. And that's both a national mission, of course, our mission here in Nebraska. Specifically in Nebraska, our focus this year is to really make sure we're a statewide chapter. We cover the entire state. And so we're really trying to broaden our reach and make sure we're reaching as many communities as possible. And this year we were able to up our community walks, which we have in the fall. They start on National Suicide Prevention Week. We kicked ours off. Scottsbluff was on Saturday the 8th, and then the Omaha Walk was here on Sunday the 9th of September, which was the beginning of National Suicide Prevention Week. And we have our community walks where we bring the community together for an event where they show support to one another, for those who have lost someone to suicide, as well as those who are struggling with their own mental health and need to see that they're not alone, that there are people out there, there's a community out there that supports them and is encouraging them to keep going and to keep in the fight.
And I mean, I've been to several of the walks. It's just so amazing. And I know at our annual big event, your organization was actually honored with one of our MAD 25, which is making a difference for 25 years. We had a walk that we honored, and I was just so amazed when I was at that walk. And there's the tragedy piece around it, but there's also all these people out there walking for their loved ones, and the energy was just really beautiful amidst the tragedy of what, you know, you're there not because of something, you know, that's in a good light. But I was just so honored to be there and got to talk with a lot of the families. So I know the walk piece of it is really, really important, and just a beautiful way to celebrate and honor people's lives.
Yeah, they're very powerful events. No matter which community they're in, they're all very different depending on what community you go to, but they're all very powerful and very meaningful to those people in the community. And I hear that over and over again, which means a lot to us. It's also our primary fundraising event, all of our campus and community walks. The campus walk was the one that was honored at UNO, which was incredible. They did an amazing job, and UNL has one as well. But our community walks are our fall events, and they are our biggest fundraiser. But we do so many other things too. Our role is to help those who are currently struggling with mental health. Our role is to educate the community and make communities that are smart about mental health, so that people can learn what the warning signs are, what the risk factors are, and they can learn how to have conversations with each other when they're worried about someone who may be feeling down or struggling with their anxiety or their bipolar disorder, and letting them know that they have a support system, someone that's going to listen to them without judgment.
Absolutely. And in your role here in Nebraska, or what you're seeing, are you seeing more people reaching out? Are you know, I think it's becoming a bigger, people are being more aware of it through media, or it's more prevalent than it has been in the past.
The good news is that people are talking about it more. We just did a poll. There was a Harris poll done by the national organization that now shows that 94% of Americans are willing to talk to a friend or a loved one that they're worried about. And 94% of people feel comfortable doing that. But we are still seeing that, well, then what do I say? What do I do? So we have a new social media campaign called Seize the Awkward that was done in combination with the Jed Foundation and the National Ad Council, and it's all on YouTube. It's all done through social media and social media stars, so it kind of gets that 16 to 24 age group, people that they recognize and understand, and they talk them through how do you have that conversation? How do you start that awkward conversation with someone that you're worried about?
Right. So how can people find that?
So they literally go to seizetheawkward.org.
Okay.
So I know those are hard words to spell, but seizetheawkward.org, you can search for it on YouTube. You can just go to the website itself, and they'll find all the videos and kind of all the how-tos that are on there.
Seizetheawkward.org.
Yes.
Okay. I'm actually going to push that out through our, website, both the Metro Magazine and my personal page. So for people just in Nebraska, I mean, how can we find help here in Nebraska?
So we have some really great local resources. The National Suicide Prevention Hotline actually directs you to likely Boys Town, which takes those calls for us here at a local level. And then they can get you out to any local groups. So that's the 1-800-273-8255 is the national number. That way you don't have to remember a number from different states or different parts of the state. It all goes, they find the most local place for you when you're struggling. Or if you know someone who's struggling and you just don't know what to do, there's counselors there that can help. So that's a great place to go. There's also the crisis text line, which is 741-741. So if you don't feel like talking to someone on the phone, you can text help or talk to that number, and that you can get someone who will talk to you almost right away.
All right. Jen, well, thank you so much. And that website, one last time, is
seizetheawkward.org.
Yes.
You can also go to afsp.org/Nebraska for any of our local events and resources that we have here as well.
All right. Well, thank you so much to come on the show and talk about this really important issue right now. So
thank you for having me.
Yeah, you're welcome. And we will be right back.